Good morning, folks. This is Danny with Danny's Luxury Cruise Vacations in New Jersey. And we have today with us Jackie Day from Hurtigruten, a wonderful expedition cruise company. And Jackie is kind enough to share a few minutes with us. We're going to discuss Alaska. They're going to be in Alaska in 2020. And now is actually a perfect time to start planning your vacation up to Alaska. This is the time of year that you actually want to do that, because come January, February, the nicest cabins will be gone. But anyway, Jackie, please go ahead and tell us a little bit about the ships or ship that you will have up there and what people can expect from your wonderful product.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Danny. I'm really happy to be here. Hurtigruten, we are a really special and a very different sort of cruise line. We sell expedition cruises. So for those of you who have sailed before on a large cruise ship that has 3,000 or 4,000 passengers, that's a very different onboard experience than what we have to offer at Hurtigruten. And for the right person, they're going to love what we have to offer. Our ships are smaller, and the ship that we have that's doing Alaska is our newest ship. It's called the Roald Amundsen, named after the famous explorer. And it's a really, really innovative ship. It's a groundbreaking vessel as far as the technology. Our company is very focused on sustainability. And the Roald Amundsen was the first ship that has hybrid electric power. So what that enables us to do is the ship runs for certain periods of time on battery power. And I was able to go, I've toured the ship and I've sailed on it overnight, and I was able to see the battery pack room. It doesn't look like much, but it's amazing when you understand what it really does. It reduces the amount of fuel emissions that we are putting into the oceans. And we have another ship coming out that's a sister to that ship next March, which will also have the same technology. In fact, the technology has been so exciting for our company and for our industry that we are working on technology to create battery packs and add those to our existing cruise ships that we have as well, the rest of our fleet. But in addition to that, getting to sail on an expedition cruise in Alaska on Hurtigruten is very different than a more traditional standard Alaska cruise. We are doing itineraries that are a little bit longer. We have a couple of 8-day itineraries, but most of our sailings are between 12 and 18 days. And we do a really nice mix of ports of call, because we are able to call on the bigger ports of call that are very popular, that people have come to know and love and expect on an Alaska itinerary, such as Ketchikan and Juneau and Sitka. But we also are able to go to some smaller ports of call that a larger ship can't get into. I mean, our ship is so small, it's only 500 passengers, which is, relatively speaking, there are some ships out there, as you know, Danny, that are 5,000 passengers.
Absolutely.
So we can get into ports of call like Kodiak Island and Dutch Harbor, and these are out in the Aleutian Islands. We have one itinerary that takes the ship all the way up to Nome, Alaska. Oh, wow. So if you really want to experience the authentic Alaska and not get off at a port of call where there's 30,000 other cruise ship passengers, we are going to have those sorts of experiences for you. And it's also a great way to have a very active vacation. We have kayaking and hiking, and our expedition team leaders are the people that are really, they're the heart and soul of our cruise. Not only are they doing incredible lectures and informational talks on board, but they're going to be out there in nature with you, walking with you, talking with you, teaching you photography and things like that. And so it's just a different sort of cruise experience, and one that I think is really special.
It is special. Alaska, I don't have to tell you, Jackie, Alaska is an up-and-coming destination, and a lot of people that cruise for the first time go to Alaska. It's an amazing destination, and people like the wilderness. What would you say is your typical age range, if that's a fair question to ask?
Yeah, that's a great question. We get asked that a lot, and it's I think it's like 52 up to 69. That's our most popular age bracket. But the truth is, it's more of a state of mind, I would say, and we are a really good fit for people who like a little bit more of an educational element to their vacation. We don't have casinos on board our ships. We don't have big Las Vegas style review shows. But what we do have that really sets us apart and is really attractive to a lot of our passengers is, like I said, this expedition team group. Our expedition team leaders are they're our version of the entertainment on board. And these are people who are, passionate and very, very educated. They're people who are marine biologists and geologists, and they'll give lectures on climate change. They're experts on wildlife and on animals. Birders, if you are someone who is interested in birds and seeing different types of birds that you can only see in certain parts of the world, before I came to work for Hurtigruten, I had no idea what a big thing this is. There are birders out there that will travel anywhere on the planet to get to see the puffins or the penguins or the type of hawks and eagles that you can only find in certain places in the world. Another big niche that we are very attractive to is people who are photography enthusiasts. So whether you're a professional photographer or if it's just a hobby, the places that we travel to and the way that we get there in these beautiful little untouched coves and nooks and crannies of the world, it's perfect for people who want to take incredible wildlife photos or incredible nature photos of mountains. In Norway, I know we're talking about Alaska today, but in our homeland of Norway, I've seen some of the most amazing Northern Lights photographs, which is a phenomenon that happens. You can see it in different places, but in Norway, it's the most common place to see them. So we really offer a really unique product and a unique thing. People ask us, how active do I have to be to go on Hurtigruten? And the nice thing is you can be as active or as passive as you want to be. So there will be some people who are going to be out there kayaking every day. They're going to want to be out there on the small boat cruising to get up close and personal with the whales. And there's going to be people that do the snowshoeing and the glacier walks and the hiking with our naturalists. But if you don't want to do that, we're great for observers too. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's really up to you. You do as much or as little as you want on a Hurtigruten cruise.
Absolutely wonderful. That is amazing. And I certainly look forward to the day that I can join you folks up in Alaska. I've been there twice already, but again, it was on a big ship, not on a smaller ship where you can get, like you said, into the little nooks and crannies. So I certainly look forward to that experience. And Jackie, I certainly appreciate your time today, and I hope my viewers will appreciate what you had to say. Again, this is Jackie with Hurtigruten, and my name again is Danny Pinchot with Danny's Luxury Cruise Vacations. I can be reached at 800-405-4315. You can also visit my website at dannysluxurycruisevacations.com. Jackie, I thank you so much for your time today. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.